You are tuned in to What Up Baltimore online radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed on this channel are of the host and not of Lady J Media. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, What Up Baltimore TV. And if you really don't want to miss any of the shows, hit that notification bell and you'll get a message every time we come on. Now, we got it from here, so sit back, relax, and stay tuned.
I know you do, so that's what I do. I give you that kind of love that makes you come back. I'm your pusher, baby. I'm your pusher.
Why do you like this? Why you pushing me?
Hey, little black boy, let me holler at you for a minute. I was once in your place, you should respect what I say. Some of the things I'm about to tell you just may save your life in a world where not much is right. Little black boy, you're gonna see and experience all sorts of things, but don't let your mind be locked in the chains.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spitfire Poetry Shutdown. I am your host, John Hansboro. Today is Wednesday, August the 6th, 2024. I hope everyone is having a wonderful week thus far. It's nasty, it's wet outside. I hope you're being safe. Drive safe in this nasty rain, please. All right. This is being brought to you by Lady J Entertainment. By Butterfly Entertainment. Go to What Up Baltimore online radio on YouTube and download and subscribe to our YouTube page, all right? So you can know when the shows are going on and when we're doing things in the community. You don't want to miss out on that, all right? Now, tonight, I am going to do some poetry for you all. I'm going to talk a little bit about myself. I have a few new I don't like to say followers. What's a better word? I have a few new people who are going on this journey with me that I've been on since I started this podcast. So I have a few new people who've been tuning in. So I just want to, let them know who I am, what I do, and what this podcast is about. So again, this is Spitfire Poetry Shutdown. And what I do here is bring poets on and we talk about what inspires them to write, why they write. If they have any books, we talk about their books. I also bring authors on to talk about books that they have written, polished authors, new authors. It doesn't really matter. I just like to give people an opportunity on a platform that I have to expose themselves, and then hopefully to inspire somebody else. That's one of the reasons why I do this, definitely to help inspire someone else. All right. So I am an author and I am a poet. I've been writing for, I'm 48, so I've been writing for at least over 20 years, I know. I've just, as of 2013, 2014, I just started to really kind of take it serious and, get things published and really put my story out there. All right. One of them in my very first book that I've published is called Unusual Favor. You can get this right now. This was released in April of 2020, right? You can still get this on Amazon right now. You can also hit me on any of my social media sites, or you can email me at my name, John Hansboro, the number 13 at gmail.com. And I can send you a book. I can meet you somewhere, whatever you need done. I can get a book to you. Okay. My second book is a poetry book called Spitfire Poetry Volume 1. All right, this is also available on Amazon. And I also have Spitfire Poetry Volume 2 that's also available on Amazon. Both of these books are available. All three of my books are available on Amazon. Be on the lookout for Unusual Favor 2, though. This one, Unusual Favor, this is my baby right here. This is my very first book. This is a true story about me and my wife, some things that we went through in our marriage. We're still married happily. We're still happily married. Shout out to my wife, Shalonda Hansboro. My favorite singer. She's a singer. Man, Unusual Favor really talks about some of the struggles that we went through. You know, we share this in hopes to inspire somebody else. This was a song at first. In 2014, my wife released a song called Unusual Favor. And the idea was to help her promote the song by writing this book, which was a stage play at first. It wasn't even a book. This was a stage play. Unusual Favor was a stage play in the beginning because I used to do stage plays. So I wrote that as a stage play, but it turned into a book because I wanted it to be more personal. At first, when I first wrote it, I changed the characters around. And then I thought about it and I wanted to make it more personal. Once my wife was comfortable with me sharing our story, I really went to a place where I was transparent and just talked about exactly some of the things that we dealt with. So it's a true events. These are true story, true events of things that we went through. It's called Unusual Favor, a true account of overcoming addiction and infidelity. A true account of overcoming addiction and infidelity. I want to thank each and everybody who has purchased this book over the last 3 years now. I love you guys. I really do appreciate it. But look out for Unusual Favor 2, Victory in the Storm. Shout out to my wonderful publicist, Angela Edwards. I will be reaching out to you within the next few days. Angela Edwards published all three of my books. Pearly Gates Publishing. She is based in Texas right now. She's in is it Austin, Texas, I believe. But I know I think Houston, Texas. But she walked me through it, the whole process of publishing a book. Sat me down and talked through to me about everything, ISBN numbers, all of that stuff that I needed to know about how to track my material, things of that nature, right? So I used to do open mics. Shout out to Glory Days in Towson, 1220 East Joppa Road. Shout out to everybody up there. I used to do open mics on the patio up there before the pandemic. Excuse me. And once the pandemic hit, I wasn't doing any open mics for quite some time, for at least 6 months. Along that time, my brother in poetry, Kevin. If anybody knows me and been following me for a while, you know Kevin Lazarus is his poetic name. But he introduced me to Lady J. I sat down with her, and then my podcast started after that. She was doing What Up Baltimore online radio, which is the platform I'm on right now. She started that, and me and a few other people were some of the first people that were on her podcast, and I have been loving it ever since. This platform has helped me in so many ways to keep me inspired, and also it's helped me to inspire other people. I love to use this platform to promote us. And when I say us, I'm not just talking about people that looks like me. I'm just talking about anybody who got something that they want to say, they want to express. If you're a writer, you're a poet, vocalist, whatever, I want to be able to use my platform to help get you wherever you're trying to get to. So look, let's start with some poetry, right? I'm going to do some stuff that hopefully some of you have never even heard, some old stuff that I got. I'm going to do some new stuff. I'm going to do some stuff that I have been working on lately. I'm gonna try to make this a whole hour, but I'm not sure. I'm just getting over a cold, so I may be about 45 minutes. But I want to thank each and everybody who's been watching and sharing my videos and following me and buying my books and merch. I have T-shirts, I have sweatshirts. I really appreciate it, man. I really do. I started all of this in the laundry room of my basement, just writing, just to get a release off of the things that I was dealing with, just to be able to, let some frustration out without putting holes in walls and things of that nature. So that's where writing came into play, right? So I'm going to go first with poetry as my therapy, because it truly is my therapy. All right. I say I wasn't going to do a whole hour, but once I'm in an element like this and I'm very comfortable, who knows what's going to happen. So let's just go ahead, right? So, poetry is my therapy. Poetry is my therapy. You see, it gets me through so much shit. When I put pen to paper, nigga, it gets me through all kinds of shit. Pushing and pressing my pen, the ink is insulin. 6 units before breakfast. I count my carbs. I can't be reckless. Maintain a decent sugar level, because if my shit drop, it can be detrimental. Poetry is my therapy. Back and forth to the dispensary. I need the right strain. What do you got for inflammation and pain? Terpene, limonene, and I don't know what the fuck you mean. I need that indica hybrid sativa. I need her that marries a cheetah, because everybody see her. Poetry. That's my therapy. Something therapeutic happens when I go to create. It's just something about putting the right word with the right line that make them both come together, like you and your partner at the very same time. 2 souls sharing that same vibe. Poetry is my therapy. I press every day, man. Giving up is not an option. A devil going down today. Man, that nigga, we stay boxing. He got me on the ropes. But I'm guard body Ali. I hit him with the rope-a-dope. The champ is here. The champ is here. And I fight every ounce of fear. I just do it like Nike, the goddess of victory. He's in here. Poetry. That shit's my therapy. Sometimes that shit keep me up at night. It's the little light in mind that keeps me up writing that one last line. I need it like the air I breathe. If I didn't have it, where the fuck would I be? I could have been serving a 1 to 3. My wife and kids could have buried me. But poetry is my therapy. Poetry is my therapy. I think I left a line out too. I think I'm gonna do that again before I end this show, because I think I left out a line. But tonight is definitely a therapy session. It's so much going on, man. And I haven't been live in probably 3 weeks now. I think we've been doing reruns. Shout out to my man Archie the Messenger. Last week we played that show. I enjoy. That's my guy right there. I enjoy Archie, man. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Archie the Messenger. I think he's got a birthday coming up. Y'all follow him on Instagram and Facebook. He's having a party soon out in Buffalo, New York. If you out in that area and you love poetry, man, you don't want to miss it. I know that's going to be off the hook. Excuse me if you can hear my dogs. Please stop it. All right, so that was Poetry is My Therapy. Because it truly is my therapy. It's how I get through a lot. Writing is how I deal with a lot, how I process a lot of shit, how I get a lot of shit off my chest, right? So let's go into, I like to run these two together. I'm not even going to say the name of them. I'm going to just go right into it. Forgive the saints. Because I could care less for title or rank. That devil will deceive you. He's nothing but evil. See, when you're full of the spirit, nothing comes near it. Jeremiah moaned, it's like fire in my bones when the pastor reaches a certain tone that zeroes in on the problems you own. You cried and you wept and you came to accept it, endure for night because that joy is unaccepted. And change your heart. That's the start of something you took part. It's not fashion or art. Come into the art and save your soul and walk streets of gold. It's about eternal life, not thousands of lights. Tell me what went wrong as we sang that song on benches with palms. And my favorite Psalms is 30. Of course, I cried out, oh Lord, and you swung a sword. Now I'm beginning to see how you live in the tightest of places. It's all so amazing. Chasing after you and I'm blue. They said it was you that made it all true. So what's there to do except keep praising you? I mean, you are the reason I'm walking and breathing. And they say all that shouting isn't necessary. But what have they been through that's colder than that last month of February? See, I'm talking about news that'll make your body ache. And it's out of your control, so you feel you got to participate. It was all good just a week ago. Now I'm in the doctor's office, and they planning my treatment, though. My work has come to a halt, but my bills are longer than a tree stump. I stand in line for aid and assistance. All the while, I feel I'm losing my existence. The lady behind that desk looked at me as a stereotype, not realizing 96 hours prior, I ran a work site. I feel like my back's against the wall, so I pick up the phone, but who the fuck do I call? I was stripped of everything with nothing to spare as I laid on that cold, hard table and stared in the air. God, is this it? Will I see my wife and kids again? If I die and my babies cry, who'll make them grin again? My life was saved, though it was full of sin. My doctor said, take a few of these and your pain will come to an end. But no, I must keep going. It's no time to break. But my back's against the wall, and the devil don't hesitate. When he came to me to convince me of my fate, I refused to be a victim and told him, nigga, you too late. When I realized who brought me through it all, my vision, it became clear as he showed me a picture of it all. He said, son, didn't I tell you I would never let you fall? It was then I decided to serve him in the midst of it all. So if you see me go crazy or start to bang on the wall, it's my way of praising him because he brought me through it all. Forgive the saints, and all of that shouting isn't necessary. All of that shouting isn't necessary was one of my favorite poems for a long time. Shout out to Bishop Michael Wallace, the True Deliverance Outreach Ministries. That was the first time I did poetry was in a church. The first time I put poetry out in the atmosphere was at a church. And the response from the reaction was confirmation for me in so many different ways, you know. And it excited me. And at the same time, it scared the shit out of me. Because as time went on, I felt like I had a responsibility to share what I was feeling or what I dealt with. So it took a lot for me to start putting my poetry in the atmosphere. But I want to give a shout out to Bishop Michael Wallace because that man always encouraged me. I started writing I started reciting in 2013. and he always encouraged me to just put it out there, and I did. And the response that I got at that church, I'll never forget it. But it was a confirmation for me, and it was something that I felt obligated to do. And then, it turned into other things. Thank God. But yeah. Also, I want to give a shout out to, I want to give my condolences to Bishop Magnum as Zion, right on Liberty Heights, right on the corner of Liberty Heights and Rogers. That church right there has been there since, I'm 48 and it's been there since I was a little boy. And a true leader and matriarch ran that church. So my condolences and prayers to everybody over there, the family. Definitely. All right, so listen, let's go to my condolences go to the Baldwin family too. Miko Baldwin passed away. I just recently found out a few days ago. So my prayers are with her family. I know she's got 2 daughters and a son, so my prayers are with you all, her brother, everybody. All right. This is something I wrote called Get Off the Ledge. I don't even know what the hell I was feeling when I wrote this. So this was a couple years ago. Get off the ledge. Get off the ledge. If you jump, how your kid's going to get fed, man. Get off the ledge. When nobody's around, talk yourself down off the ledge. I don't think you can fly. If you jump on your way down, your problems could flip around, man. Get off the ledge. So frustrated, feels like you're going to bust. Got to take a walk. So what, they threw you under the bus. Get off the ledge. You feel on edge, one thing after another. Your kids got issues. You tired of crying and talking through tissues. You got to press on. Take care of yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with a little self-care in your day. Let it go. Power forward like bird that avoided that shooter 33 times. It's green as the eye can see in the garden. Let it go. Don't be starting that same old shit. Let it go. Get over it. Get off the ledge. Get off the ledge. Wow, I remember this. I think I got this one in my book. So I want to go into some stuff that I got in my poetry books, right? But before that, I got a couple of them that's not in there that I want to share with y'all. So stop. All right, my mornings. Fresh out the shower, I walk into my enclosed patio, butt ass naked. Crack the sliding door, no towel, I air dry, spark my meds, stretch my legs, hop on the exercise bike, and live is my scenery. Miss Kathy planting her flowers, she be out there for hours. The nosy neighbor hides behind the curtain. That's Malcolm. Little do he know, you could see his shadow. The rhythmic sounds of Miss Lucy sweeping her walkway was soothing. The backyard looked like mini football fields, perfectly manicured like turf. The kids next door threw a Nerf football, yelling their favorite player's name. A few of their friends started a game. The tent on the sliding doors show your reflection. I can see out, but you can't see inside. Behind the tent, I hide. What's the plan for the day? Write the day away. No Netflix, no seasons, no reasons to do anything else. Build your brand. Screw the middleman. Devise a new plan. Make mistakes for improvement. There's lessons in losing. Press your way to the end of the day and then get on your knees and pray. I got my mind right, high in sight. We ain't the same. I'm cut from a cloth that's out of stock, discontinued. It's not on the menu. The bullshit I went through will fold you like a beach chair. I speak my mind and my transparency is crystal clear. 2020 was a trying year. I learned a few things that I'll keep with me like I'm concealing a weapon. This has been a long time coming. This has been a long time coming. I was hit and it threw me off. So I got back in position, refocused the vision, and got back to the mission. With the money I tricked off, I should have remodeled my kitchen. I got my mind right, high in sight. We ain't the same. I'm cut from a cloth that's out of stock. I'm cut from a cloth that's out of stock, discontinued. It's not on the menu. I got this other one in here. So listen, let's go into Spitfire Poetry Volume 1. If you guys can hear my dogs in the background, I'm downstairs right now. And I want to share this with some people right now too. I can do that later. All right. Spitfire Poetry Volume 1. Like I said, I write I can tell you right now. So in all of my poetry books, I have this in one of the first couple pages. I know you can't really see all of that, but if you see right here where it says why I write, right? So in all of my poetry books, I put in here, it's like a explanation of why I write and why I do the things I do with poetry and writing, period. Why I write. I write for the people who cannot express themselves. I write for the people without a voice. I write for the dreamers. I write for those who can't quit even if they wanted to. I write for our future leaders. I write for any non-believers. I write to motivate and encourage people to press their way through. I haven't said this one in a minute. A poet's prayer. Let us pray. It's the Spitfire poet with unusual favor. Grab your neighbor's hand as we bow down in prayer. Father, forgive us for what we do. Our goal in life is to be just like you. We fall short so many times, and you're there with open arms no matter the crime. So much going on I don't understand. I keep reminding myself of your divine plan. An abundance of hatred expressed in the world. A couple of events are lined up with the word. Division, disease, so many things we don't need. The attitude of our leaders is it's all about me. Please cover us all. Keep us safe when surrounded by so much harm. Heal the haters that have turned, heal the hearts that have turned cold. So we can move forward and not be stuck in a season. In Jesus' name we pray and thank you for every reason. Poet's prayer. Who's that? Sorry about that. My children know I'm live and they still want to text me. I got two beautiful daughters, 14 and 12. Shout out to Jelana and Jocelyn. Love you, girls. Some of my biggest supporters right there. All right. Damn, I got a couple on here I want to give y'all tonight. I got enough time. Okay, so damn, a feeling in my gut. A feeling in my gut, I can't explain it. Encourage myself and remember I made it. Some couldn't take it. Only a chosen few can endure like you do. I put on a face, mask it with a smile, but really the sad clown is the feeling I have inside. Struggling day to day, nobody knows your pain. You hide what you go through. Your skin still black and blue from the way that they left you. In an unfamiliar place, what the devil meant for evil in a tight space was somewhere for me to go and create. God rushed my brain with all kinds of things. So I grabbed my pen and started to begin my healing process. Without it, I'm a mess. I put it all on paper, going in like a caper, holding nothing back, carefully planning my attack straight to the body. Wham down, he's all ours. Take the head off his shoulders, send it to Mars. A feeling in my gut I can't explain it. Woke up this morning and depression just washed over me. Dropped the kids off at school, then I felt lonely. So I walked my dog. When I talk, he just listens. There is no back talk. Following orders is his only mission. After my morning walk, I felt a spark of ideas, so I pulled on the flame. It hit straight to the brain. Words started bouncing around. I couldn't control the sounds as they rained down on me. No rain jacket, turned it up loud. I wanted to feel it all on me. in an unfamiliar place again, but this time I brought my pen. It's sort of like my GPS with all sorts of routes to get me to my destination. My pen is my staff. I use it without a mask. I commit a crime with no remorse, drag the bodies to the morgue and then double back for more. It's a feeling in my gut. I can't explain it. Look in the mirror and remember I made it. It's a feeling in my gut. God damn. I haven't did that one in a minute. It's a feeling in my gut. Oh, shout out to all my poetry brothers and sisters out there. Everybody that I've done stuff with. I did a play about 2 years ago now. What's this? 2024. So that was like 2021, 22. Shout out to the I Am Woke cast. I did a play with that was written by Thomasina Redmond, Aneski, Anna Kamzet. Shout out to her and Vic, the CEO. Go to Four Authors on Instagram, Facebook, however you can get to Four Authors. They're an awesome publishing company as well. But we did a poetical experience I was a part of. Shout out to my sister, Shamice Lady Jacobs. That's another sister you need to follow. A wonderful poet, actress, poet, host, like life coach. She do all like ridiculous amounts of hats. But we did that play together, and that was a great experience. I was around so many different poets and got so much great energy every time we did a rehearsal, every time we did a show. It was awesome. It was just a great feeling being around all of them. So I love all of y'all, man. Seriously. I got to see a lot of y'all at one of the last events. I think that was back. This was before the end of the year. So it had to be, I guess, October, November, maybe. I don't think it was, or was it this year in January? Anyway, I got to see a lot of y'all, and it was good to see y'all, definitely. So, yeah, I Am Woke. That was a wonderful, wonderful experience. It really was. So let's go into Control Alt Delete. Control Alt Delete knocks you off your feet. Today socially is more than a cup of tea. Today is much faster. Yesterday doesn't matter. Everything comes quick like Superman. Control Alt Delete knocks you off your feet. Today socially is more than a cup of tea. Today is much faster than yesterday doesn't matter. Everything comes quick like Superhead, man. No shit. We had encyclopedias, had to read books for research, hip hop from Kool Herc. Every tape deck was loaded with the best of old school rap like Return of the Boom Bap, KRS-One with the knowledge you dreamed of going to college. After a different world, they tried to make Bill's legacy burn. I believe if they can't control you, they alter your folder, then delete you, soldier. They want to control all our people, have them dumbed down, don't be equal. They keep you distracted with nonsense to keep you on the fence, then back to work again. Don't believe everything you hear, but don't turn a blind eye to what's happening today. Think outside the box. Don't stay tuned to Fox. Spend time with your children instead of media cruising. Can't control your children, but can use a remote control. Know all the shows, and it really shows when your child knows all the characters and housewives, but can't count past 9. And you think it's cute. Put you on mute while I speak the truth to this young black youth. Save your money. Being broke ain't funny. Manage your money. Don't spend it all, dummy. Think of the children. Your children raise children with generations of wealth. It won't happen by itself. Sacrifice, put the work in. The words I have spoken don't come from a token. I have no uncles named Tom. I was taught to stand strong. I do this shit all night long. They want black men in thongs. You're a troublemaker if you're strong. And speak your mind all the time. Keep them tokens, they drop dimes. Controlling your mind, altering your time. Then they delete you, it's mine. So don't be controlled. Control, Alt, Delete. Stop walking around sleep. Man, I need some water. All right. It was a Spitfire Poetry Shutdown. It is March the 6th. If you're just tuning in, this is John Hansboro, the Spitfire poet, with a usual favor. We're just doing a therapy session tonight. Let's do something that's not in none of my books right now. So, I did poetry is my therapy. Quarantine is something I wrote when I was in quarantine, of course, when we were dealing with all of this 2020. I mean, when we were dealing with COVID and things of that nature. There was nothing to do, nowhere to go. But I was real creative around that time. I got a lot of shit done. And released some good material. So let's do so this is volume 2, Spitfire Poetry, volume 2. Anywhere but here. Anywhere but here. I would take a jet, a Lear. Man, I would fly anywhere but here. I would go any time of year to anywhere but here. Don't care about the weather, rain, sleet, or snow. Let's just go anywhere but here. Feel the sun on your back, lay in the grass like a deer, anywhere but here. Toes in the sand, no need for umbrellas here. It's always the perfect weather. You can leave your sweater. Come on, let's go. The time is here to go anywhere but here. Ooh. Okay. Spitfire Poetry, volume 2 still. What else do I want to talk to you guys about before justice. Where's the justice for the people of color? Is there any justice? An old man told me a long time ago, son, if you're looking for justice, look no further. All you'll find is just us. No justice, just us. No justice for the murder, just us. No justice for the racism, just us. No justice for the brutality, just us. No justice for the rape and massacre of my people, just us. Shout out to Mozart. Go on Instagram and look up Mozart. Mariah is her first name. I believe she's on Facebook too. But when I was a part of that wonderful poetical experience, she recited a poem that I wrote. This one that I just did, Justice. And actually, this isn't the whole poem. I didn't even put the whole poem in it. I didn't even know that, because I extended it later on when I was doing that play with the Iron Woke cast. And the way that Mozart delivered that poem, man, damn, man, it almost made me cry. I'm being honest with you, man. She really did a great job. Shout out to Mozart. Shout out to Ashley Tiana. She just released a book too. Look her up on Facebook and Instagram. Jasmine the Poet on Instagram. Jasmine the Problem, that is. I'm sorry. I know I'm leaving people out. I hate to start naming people because then I forget. All right, so look, let's do. I think I did this 1 week. 1 week on my Facebook page. One day last week, Hey Little Black Boy. I wrote this one night, frustrated out of shit that goes on every day with these kids shooting each other and shit. Hey Little Black Boy. Hey, little black boy, let me holler at you for a minute. See, because I was once in your place, so you should respect what I say. Some of the things I'm about to tell you just may save your life in a world where not much is right. Little black boy, you're going to see and experience all sorts of things, but don't let your mind be locked in them chains. You'll start to come across bits and pieces of racism, but your school system will claim they're trying to relate to what you face every day. Little black boy, watch what you say and watch where you play and mind what you say. I know in school they tell you we all are equal, but it's fine print at the bottom of that statement. Little black boy, as you grow into your teenage years, little black boy, when you turn 12 years old, you could be gunned down for being in the wrong part of town. Little black boy, as you grow into your teenage years, that's when this shit starts to get real. Keep yourself active. Don't hang with them bastards. Learn a trade, shorty. Anything with your hands. Just keep up your grades. Little black boy, be respectful and listen to your elders. They can teach you some things, but you know everything, right? Don't be stupid, little black boy. They were here before you. You can learn from their stories. Did you know you have to work twice as hard when competing for any job? Little black boy, don't dress like a slob. Keep yourself clean. It don't have to be expensive. That shit still want to look mean. Little black boy, the man make the clothes. Don't listen to them hoes. Little black boy, stay off them blocks. You may think it's slick till you in jail taking dick and washing outfits. Little black boy, that life ain't for you, and it's cool. Don't be a fool. Stay in school. You may bend some rules, but always, always be true to who you are. A soldier in battle. That horn sounds every day, little black boy. Keep God in your life and pray every day. Hey, little black boy. There's something I want to give y'all before we get out of here. No, hold on a second. It's wrong. It's been going on for far too long. I got up early this morning to my coffee in a joint. My dogs got up as soon as they heard the toilet flush. They want to go outside. I open the cage and they rush right out, pushing me straight to the side. I step on my patio to check out the scenery with my coffee and a joint. Yell upstairs to wake up my kids after my coffee and a joint. Really, I'm a tea drinker, but sometimes I just love the smell of that coffee and a joint. Don't judge me. After prayer, my day starts with coffee and a joint. At the kitchen table with my wife, sipping coffee and a joint. Returning my emails and answering my messages with my coffee and a joint. My cell phone rings, I may not answer. I have in my coffee and a joint. Right. Because life is short and the little things, they matter. Like my coffee and a joint. Thank you, mister. That was my dog, mister, with the ad lib there in the background. That's my guy right there. I got two dogs. He's the oldest, Mr. and Cyrus. All right, so let's see. Coffee and a joint. Shout out to my sister, author, poet, Shakespeare. I ain't heard from you in a while, sis. I'm going to be hitting you up soon. Bring you back on the show. My pencil and me. Feels so good when we together. Comforts me like a warm sweater. Cable's lit, but I ain't watching it. My pencil and me, we got places to be. I got issues, you see. So my pencil bleeds and speaks when I don't want to talk. My pencil strikes up conversation, creates energy, and keeps me in an inner peace so I can express myself frequently. I keep him close. His nickname is Toast. He spits fire that'll heat your ass up. Tangerine in your chest, I'm not the one to test. And I confess that I have slipped and I have fallen, but I got up and I kept brawling. My pencil and me a dynamic duo because three's company only when my pen feels jealousy. So she rides shotgun and the pencil's in the trunk. The mechanical pumps cannons till it's empty. Then I grab the lead and reload again. Automatic fire. The rapid shots are heard for blocks. Alert neighborhood watch. There's a shooting spree and anyone can get it. Keep your vest. I'll send it to you fitted. Thought he was a terrorist, so I ripped through his new era. Watermelon splatter like Gallagher on stage with the hammer and full of stamina. My pencil and me go everywhere together. Nobody knows me better. Finishes my letter, settles all my disputes. When I write, I put you on mute. Your spirit I rebuke like a funky green rash that makes me want to puke. My pencil and me been through it, you see. Puts me on one knee, so I pray faithfully. Lord, keep me covered. You know I don't like them buzzards. Just a ball of bad energy. Send them to a new century. My pencil and me will continue our crest until God says enough and he puts me to rest. My pencil and me. It's got to be the last days when our children walk the streets in the days and feel like there's no hope in their ways. Instead of prayer and glorious days, they run to the corner. They got to get paid. It's got to be the last days when division is among us, just to create a ruckus and to make us choose sides in attempts to keep us in divide. We must override. Raise your head. Keep your stride. It's got to be the last days when you find yourself looking in the mirror and it doesn't get any clearer, and you can hear a little voice in your ear saying that the end is near. It's got to be the last days when the president tweets and always wants beef. There's no relief and he needs to be impeached. It's got to be the last days when you don't raise your children. You freshen they pilgrims. What the hell happened to the kids coming first? Don't you know their worth? It's got to be the last days when everything is so sensitive. It's got to be the last days when everyone is so sensitive over just about anything. They don't even want a ring, just supply all their needs. It's got to be the last days when the only real thing holy is the shirt and it's dirty. Because of money you owe me, you tiptoe slowly. It's got to be the last days. You say, why? Because it's over. Yep. Starting to feel better already. This definitely is my poetry. I'm not bullshitting. Poetry is my therapy. I know I'm just getting over. It's a nasty. I know everybody already knows, but this, whatever the hell is going around, is incredible, man. I'm almost done, bud. I can let you out in a minute. This, whatever's going around, got me. Came in my house. My oldest daughter was sick for a whole week. I had to keep her out of school. My youngest daughter was sick first, and then I got it after my oldest got it. I'm trying to keep my wife from getting it so she don't have to. She needs her voice, so she can't get sick right now. She needs to be able to sing. So, I do a lot of garlic. I drink a lot of water. Turmeric. Puts that turmeric in your system, y'all. I'm telling you, to fight off some of these colds and shit that's out here, man. Do I have it in this one? We were just, 33. Okay. We were just experimenting, touching and feeling like a blind couple reading Braille. She aroused my interest. I stood at attention on rocks hard, not to mention. We were just experimenting while our parents were upstairs, my hands in her hair and her hands through my zipper. As the ice cream truck cruised the block, she licked me like a blow pop fellatio at 8 years old, and we kept it a secret neither one of us told. Playing house whenever our parents hung out, she would grab my crotch and shove her breast in my mouth. We were just experimenting. She would play with my soldier. I was happy when she was over. She would come over for play and teach me a few things. We were just experimenting when she began to rub me fast until she felt a sensation. I felt something too. What it was, I had no clue. Never would have thought that it would affect me. Later in life, I got mad if you didn't sex me. I guess I was spoiled. I never looked at it as trauma. So keep this between me and you. Don't you tell my mama. That is it for the night. I want to thank anybody and everybody who's been watching so far tonight. I will be sharing a flyer this week for the wonderful guest that I got coming on next Wednesday. Everyone out there, please be vigilant, be safe out there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Everyone that can hear me and that watches me. The wonderful lady that owns this platform, Charlene Jenkins. I want everyone to say a prayer for her and her family, her and her son, her family. They're dealing with a lot right now. I'm constantly praying for them. Lady J, I appreciate you for what you do. This platform, I say it all the time, and I mean it, has helped me tremendously. So I'm in your corner. You know that. Anything you need, I'm right here. Everybody out there, please be safe out there. Please be vigilant. If you want to be blessed, you must bless somebody else. All right. Have a good night.
Just wanted to let you know that the host of this show appreciates the time that you've spent with them. Now, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can keep up with everything that we're doing. And most of all, thank you for tuning in to What Up Baltimore online radio, where the people have the power.